All right, welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about Warren Buffett's best stocks, okay, that he recently buy. Okay, is there any good opportunity on some of his trade? Okay, so we will deep dive into Warren Buffett's portfolio and see, recently what are some of his buy and sell. Are these stocks worth following, right? So some of you will be thinking, hey, if Warren Buffett, as the master of all investor, as the world best investor, if we follow his trade, can we make money? Okay, so personally, I have done that before. Okay, but at the end of the session, at the end of this video, I will share with you maybe some of my personal experience. Okay, but for some of you, okay, who are still curious, okay, so let's continue, move on to let's go through his list. But before we start, please help this channel by giving me a like and subscribe to this channel. Every like and every subscribe is really a support to me, to let me encourage me to do better in this channel. All right, so let's quickly, let's go on, right? So first of all, where they are recently updated, I actually post it on one of my this page, okay, my this what we call win big trend, right? Okay, one of my this fan page right now is 34,000 followers. If you're on Facebook, you can join us here, but it's a Chinese content, and also usually we talk about Malaysia stocks. Okay, so recently I posted here. Okay, so first of all, okay, Warren Buffett reduce Apple. Okay, so which means it's a sell. Reduced reported price 205. Okay, so he actually sold this 280 million shares of Apple. Okay, but his portfolio is still, a percentage of portfolio is still, like 22%. So this is his biggest position. Okay, so basically he sells some. So let's take a look at Apple. Okay, is Apple still good? Okay, so how do we know whether is it good or not good? Okay, how do we know is it good or not good? Okay, so basically if it is blue color, in my opinion, in our strategy, blue color is bullish. It's actually on the uptrend. So over here, what is happening on Apple is actually on the uptrend and bouncing off this long-term support level. So if you can see, okay, Apple is actually on this long-term uptrend, and right now what happened is actually it bounced off. So selling at 205, right, is actually not a very good deal, because after this 205 it actually bounced up. So maybe he saw it earlier, okay, but you never know, right? Maybe he already buy back here the position before it go up. Also, it is possible. But anyway, Apple is still good. So if you are somebody who are thinking to follow Warren Buffett, just remember that he still have a lot of these Apple shares. Okay, so next is this bank. This is what we call American Express. Okay, so American Express. So American Express, you got 18% in the portfolio, which is also a big position. A big position. So let's take a look at AXP, American Express. So American Express, actually this one right now is on a pullback, and now what you can see is, okay, this is also for the long term, it's actually on the uptrend, and recently this is something like a cup and handle pattern. So it haven't really maxed it up, haven't really moved up to the max and exponential uptrend, not yet. So is it a good trade? I would say right now, okay, right now what is happening here is this stock is having a bottom. Recently here, this is a support level, okay, a support level. So previous resistance is the current support level. So $300 is also a round number support level. Okay, so is it good? Okay, not exactly. Both the system is bullish, so right now here it's still red, but if it continue to move up, AXP is also potentially going back into an uptrend. Okay, is it the best stock in the market? Obviously AXP is not the best stock in the market. In the market, there are stocks like this go up all the way 100% in 2-3 months. So AXP is also not the best financial stocks. If you can see, Citigroup is also, you know, actually making the new high. So among the financial stocks, Citigroup is actually right now is the leader of the financial market. But okay, when we compare American Express, we compare with also MasterCard MA and also Visa. Okay, so actually MasterCard is also stronger. Okay, and also Visa is also, you know, I mean, Visa is not that fantastic. So ASP, okay, not bad. Okay, can consider if it continue to be above 300. Okay, if above 300, no problem. Okay, if below also, actually you can also buy on dip lah, because Visa, American Express is a long-term uptrend. Okay, long-term uptrend. That means no matter what price you buy, you buy on dip also can. You buy on the uptrend also can. Okay, these are the kind of stocks that is, you know, you can really like buy and keep for a long-term investing lah. Okay, or maybe some people do options and all that. You know, usually American Express, Apple, all this, I don't think have to worry that much lah. Huh? Okay, so let's move on. Let's say Bank of America. So Bank of America, okay, to me, right? Okay, because I went to US recently lah. Right? I went to US. So when I go to US, I look at the banks, right? Bank of America really, like, you know, is not very appetizing. Not very appetizing. Okay, that means it's like very old, very like nobody inside the bank one, you know. Don't know whether got people like, you know, go in, walk in, you know. So Bank of America, okay, is not my favorite bank cosmetically. Okay, in fact, my favorite bank, I have told, you know, some of my students, my favorite bank is TD, okay, TD, because TD, if you look at the, you know, if you go and Google, right, okay, Bank of America, okay, how Bank of America look like? Okay, sometimes is like okay, these are the new one, okay, but in the New York one, right, it's not so nice. The New York one is like more like a old school, okay, more like a traditional, you know, brown color one, okay, like this one, okay, a lot of places look like this, okay, but okay, TD Bank, okay, TD Bank is like wow, okay, very nice, okay, very like classy, just like you know, expanding very fast in US, okay, expanding very fast in US. So anyway, TD Bank also, the chart also, you know, it is more like more aggressive, okay, more uptrend, okay, and like what I say, you know, if you're looking at comparing, because TD is Toronto, right, it's not really a native US bank. So Citibank, right, Citigroup is still the one that is, like what I say, the strongest bank. Okay, so but anyway, if you just want to follow Warren Buffett, right, BAC, is it good? BAC is actually not bad. At least you also have this pattern, like a cup and handle pattern, waiting for a breakout. Okay, waiting for a breakout. So in other words, right, if market were to continue the bullish trend, Bank of America recently turned blue color, which is a good sign. And also, if you can break above $48, that means it turned green, which means it started the uptrend, the midterm uptrend. Yes, midterm uptrend. So the midterm uptrend might start if it can cross above 48 and stay above $48. Okay, anything that come back from 48 is not good. That means $48 is a resistance that it struggle to break through. Okay, so yes, okay, so like what I say, okay, what you're looking at is the US market continue the trend, continue the uptrend. So Bank of America, not bad actually. Okay, not bad. So it's also you know, bullish. Okay, however, okay, on here, Warren Buffett reduce this Bank of America $47. Okay, $47. Not far away lah. Okay, now it's also about $47. Okay, however, okay, if this stock, right, really go down, okay, that means it really break below 45. Okay, this kind of trend can happen. That means, you know, right now it's orange color. So what happened when orange color happen, right? Okay, orange color, right, usually leads to a downtrend, okay. Over here, okay, it's a false alarm, but over here it leads to a downtrend. Over here it leads to a serious downtrend. So bear in mind, every big downtrend, okay, it starts from the trend change, and when it cannot pass above the orange bar, right, okay, like like this if you cannot pass above this purple line, okay, sometimes it can lead to a like a like a hit the resistance but fail to go up. It can actually go down, okay, go down 16%, go down 30%, okay. So you can see a lot of these big crash. Usually what happen is when it go below the purple line and then test the purple line, fail, and then it go all the way down. So the purple line is the resistance. So it's very obvious, okay, it turns break below purple line and then test the purple line, cannot go above. What happened? The shortest will come in. When it cannot go above this purple line. The shortest like to short near the resistance. So banks, yeah, be careful, okay. So if it cannot cross above 48, yes, okay, this is a good sign that, maybe if you're looking for something to short, maybe this Bank of America, could be short term at the resistance. That could be a point of entry. Okay, and next stock is Coca-Cola. So let's go quickly. Coca-Cola is a defensive, consumer defensive. So what happened over the last 3 months, right? The strongest stocks, right, is Palantir. One of the strongest is Palantir. So you can see from April, May, June, July, August, everybody is making money, screaming, wow, making good money from Palantir. And what happened to Coca-Cola? Nothing happened because this is a defensive stock. However, defensive stock usually get to move when tech stock not doing well. Okay, so in this case, okay, Coca-Cola is, of course, it's definitely Warren Buffett's long-term holding. Yes, if you are somebody who are also long-term investor, Coca-Cola, right now haven't really moved. Okay, any pullback is like a point of accumulation. So over here, I'm got nothing much to talk about Coca-Cola. Just that this is a good long-term investing stock. Just bear in mind, if you are somebody who are looking for opportunity that go up fast, Coca-Cola is not for you. Right? Coca-Cola is really, really slow during this period. Okay, and at the same time, all these PG, Procter & Gamble, they are not doing well. Okay, Colgate, all this, these are the defensive, consumer defensive. So when tech stock is doing well, the market on the bull run, all these stocks, okay, is not really fantastic. Okay, even Walmart is not that attractive. However, right now it's better than Coca-Cola, okay, because here it's a pullback and overall it's a long-term uptrend as well. Okay, so Walmart is the one to watch if the market going into consumer defensive. So as of this sector, it's not doing well. So yeah, I'm not. I think most of these stocks, right, I probably won't be very interested, okay, using our strategy, because our strategy is more of a growth stock strategy. So next is CVX, Chevron, oil and gas. Okay, oil and gas. So will the oil and gas pick up during this period? Also, same thing during the past 4 months. Okay, April, May, June, July, after the trade war and everything, the market rocket up and make new high. So Chevron, okay, not that fantastic. However, right now is still on a bullish trend, blue color, and yeah, okay, also a bit slow So also not my favorite. Okay, not my favorite. So let's move on. Okay, so anyway, okay, Moody, MCO. Okay, MCO, Moody. Okay, so Moody, okay, a rating company. So we'll rate those bonds companies. Okay, this is also a long-term uptrend, actually, long-term uptrend stocks. Okay, but usually this kind, okay, a lot of people, what they will do is they will sell the put option. So when the price drop, they get the stocks at the cheap price. Okay, they get to buy the stock at the discount, a cheap price. However, right now it's not really cheap, not really cheap. In fact, right now it's at the resistance level. Not a good entry, but definitely if you are somebody who are looking to buy a long-term uptrend stocks, Moody, okay, has been one of the very consistent stocks. Also very slow. Okay, also very slow. If you look at the power, right, the power is like this. Okay, it's actually telling you that, over the past 1 year, it barely moved. Like it barely moved. Okay, that means it moved like 5% over the past one whole year. Okay, which is not a lot. Which is not a lot. Okay, so same thing, right? So let's move on. Next one is OXY, Occidental. Okay, Occidental. Is it good? OXY. I think this stock, right, is probably one of the stock that a lot of people fall for it. Because previously, right, it is very popular. And this stock happened to be on a long-term downtrend. Okay, long-term downtrend. So, and this is also one of the recent stock that, that is pretty popular after Warren Buffett bought it. Okay. So in another case over here, if you have bought Occidental, yes, you'll be suffering losses right now. Okay. So is this a good stock? To me, no. Okay. Also, it's not. So this one, okay, if you have this position, okay, you'll probably be losing money. People who are making money, right? What stocks are they, making money? If you look at like stocks like this, okay, low, these are utilities. These are talking about like, nuclear power. Okay, so this year, right, is not about oil and gas. This year is about nuclear power. Okay, it's about data center. Okay, data center is about all these nuclear powered stocks. These are the kind of stocks, right, that that is really, really happening right now. Right, really happening right now. So by looking at OXY and Chevron, I think it's a bit outdated for now, for this year. Okay, it's not the stock in play. It's not the stock in play. So okay, so let's quickly move on to what other stocks. Okay, so Kraft, also consumer defensive. KHC, okay, also consumer defensive. Is it good? Downtrend. Okay, not fantastic. Consumer defensive. Next, okay, insurance, CB. Okay, insurance maybe, okay, maybe is better, but also not. As you can see, it's a sideways. So everything is like sideways, it's like so slow. Everything, okay. Okay. Obviously, it doesn't reflect very well on. If you follow all this, right, you probably get your money stuck here as of now. Okay, as of now, okay, because these are the bigger percentage. Okay, so if you wonder, if you follow all these stocks, you will do very well or not? No, okay, you will not do very well because all these stocks are not the best in the market. Some of the best is CVNA. Okay, these are the very, very strong stocks that go up like 3,000 over percent over the last 2-3 years. Some of the strong stocks like ORCL, Oracle, these are the stocks that over the last few years, okay, is up like 300 over percent. Okay, and these are the long-term uptrend. And of course, Meta, all this, these are the really, really strong stocks that, Nvidia, TSM. Okay, these are the like very, very strong stocks that do very well over the last 2 years. Okay, so if you look at something like just now the one, okay, CB, okay, not fantastic. Okay, so next one, DVA. Okay, DVA. Is it this one? DVA, Davita. DVA. Wait. Yeah, it's Davita, right? Okay, so is it good? Downtrend also. Oh my god, another downtrend. Okay, another downtrend stock. So is it good or not? Not good. Okay, so the reason, like, why I don't follow Warren Buffett, right? Okay, now you understand, right? Okay, because okay, we actually have limited capital. Okay, everybody have limited capital, everybody have limited time. So if we spend a lot of our money and put it on something that doesn't move, okay, that is the problem. Like, that's the problem. The problem is you get your money stuck in the market. Okay, so if you see, right, just now all these stocks, right, like, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm better than Warren Buffett, or, you know, I believe a lot of people, they have done well this year. Okay, not just us. Okay, a lot of people, they have done well this year. But think for yourself. Think for yourself. You do not have to be Warren Buffett. You don't have, because you are not. You're not Warren Buffett. Okay? So if he got some stock that is skyrocket, some stock that is doing very well, you know, you want to be like him. Okay? If he got stocks that is long-term uptrend, that he don't have to, you know, even look at it, okay, then of course you can follow, right? So over here, let me share with you, you know, based on what I've seen so far, what are some of the stocks that I will, you know, actually, you know, probably take some position, or potentially take some position. Okay, so let's go through just now the stocks. Okay, so just now when you see all this, right? Okay, a lot of that doesn't really what we call move. Okay, so let me just share with you, if I'm to follow Warren Buffett, maybe just now, okay, this Apple definitely, this will be one of the stocks to focus on. And AXP, yes, because this, like what I told you, is a long-term uptrend. AXP, these two, right, will be the one, okay, that as of now, is now what we're going through, you know, these two will be potentially the stocks to watch. Okay, so we have limited time, right? So let me just go down the list quickly, okay, quickly. Amazon, right? Amazon, is it possible? Yes. Okay, Amazon, why? Because, you know, Amazon is the leading cloud, okay, cloud infrastructure. Okay, so Amazon, yes, okay, also one of the stocks to watch, okay. And for the rest, okay, UNH, one of the most popular stocks, UNH. Will UNH be one of the stocks that I would consider to buy? Actually, no. Okay, actually, no. However, here is blue color. There is a chance that this stock will go up. But based on what happened over the last 1 year, right, you can see that this stock, right, have a lot of people are losing money. Okay, a lot of people are losing money. Okay, it's undervalued. It is one of the worst stocks in the market. So what are the chances that a worst stock in the market will become the best stock next year? Actually, I also don't know. Okay, I also don't know. Okay. However, the good news is, if you are looking at healthcare, the healthcare sector has some improvement, and instead of UNH, CVS Health is better. Okay, look at this ranking here. CVS drop lesser and go up faster. So CVS is a better substitute for UNH, United Health. Okay, so if you're looking at United Health, oh, this is undervalued, you know, you want to get in, okay, usually I don't buy the stock that is falling the most, because I don't know whether next year it will still continue to drop or not. I don't know whether this problem that he is facing right now will become a bigger problem or not. Okay, so when stock price is falling, it means that, you know, the stock are having some problem. Okay, so next, okay, let's go through, okay, a few more. Okay, there are some stocks like Lena, okay, LPX. Okay, these are some stocks that previously we also bought. I think Lena, right, LEN, is a potential, okay, potential, because construction sector also picking up. So in this case, Lena, right, is also like a long-term uptrend previously, and after this time round it pulled back. Okay, so Lena is actually quite a good position to, you know, like with all this, right, it's like kind of like a just starting to move, so it's a new trend after a long downtrend. Okay, so Lena, okay, Lena potential, okay, also can put in a watch list. Okay, however, also same thing, you know, we will look into the same sector, or there are other stocks that is doing better. like Dr. Horton, right? And also this PHM, right? So this, we all look at them in terms of a sector. However, are these the best sector? Right now, still not yet. And right now also because the money is in the tech stocks. So all these, right, residential construction, they are not tech stocks. So they are usually, they are not so fantastic lah. Okay, as of when market is very bullish, usually banks, oil and gas, tech, all these, they are the laggard, they are the old business. They are the old business. So a lot of old business over here. Let's take a look at this one where Warren Buffett added 136%. Okay, what stock is this? POOL. Like POL. Okay, also a bit I don't understand, like, okay, this stock is really sideways, so probably is something that is more like a fundamental. Okay, so will I touch this? I think this one is too volatile and very inconsistent for me. So usually, if you look at what stocks we like to buy, like example like Palantir, like when the trend is very obvious, when the trend is very consistent, usually these are the kind of stocks. Are there stocks like this? Yes, there are quite many stocks like this. All we need to do is just to put up the screener, and we just have to screen for it, and we just have to rank it up. And from here, stocks like Levin, okay, stocks like like example this TLN, okay, so you can see that this one is very consistent. Stocks like even this Stirring, right, in terms of construction, this Stirring, right, is actually one of the best right now. Okay, right now, engineering, construction, these are the one of the best stocks that is uptrending right now, also a long-term uptrend. Okay, and also like very consistent. Okay, so other than this, okay, actually there are many more. Right, there are many more of this. Even like this what we call comfort system engineering construction is also non-technology, but yeah, but it's actually doing quite well. So from the list, right, okay, we can actually find, we can actually see like a lot of other trend. Okay, not just the just the Warren Buffett stocks lah. So anyway, okay, even Ethereum, all these, they are moving up. And even like if we want to find something that is like AMD, okay, AMD also is a very strong. And all these, we know what they're doing, like AMD, all this, we know that these are the simple business, okay, that is making a killing right now. Okay, it's doing very well right now. All right, so yes, okay, so what do you think? Let me know in the comment. Okay, let me know in the comment. Okay, so yeah, you can see that some of the stocks, like even New Coal, okay, Warren Buffett is on this like a metal, okay, steel, okay, oil and gas, okay, construction. All these haven't really run, right? All these haven't really been doing very well over the past 1 year. Okay, so if you follow the list, you will know that, hey, maybe we should diversify into technology. But again, technology is so high, let's wait for it to pull back near support level, then that will be even better. Okay, so the rest, okay, pretty boring, pretty boring stocks. Okay, so yeah, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just speaking like based on my opinion. Based on my opinion. So if you'd like to see more US stocks or even Hong Kong stocks, let me know in the comment. And remember, right, please remember to like and subscribe this channel. We update every week new video to make sure that everybody is learning, improving, and making money. Okay, so bless everybody. Congrats. Okay, if you have making good money in US market, and like and subscribe to this channel, we will update you more on the Singapore stocks, US stocks, Hong Kong stocks in our upcoming video. And let me know in the comment, what do you want to hear from me? Let me know in the comment. Okay, thank you very much. I see you in the next video.